I want to first, again, thank all the corporate sponsors and really all the Buffalo dignitaries to come in here and supporting our program. And also want to thank all of you, all the fans. This is on behalf of really of our coaching staff and our players. We appreciate all of you. We don't have a whole lot of opportunities to say to thank you, and we do greatly appreciate all your support in every way, this upcoming season is going to be another great one here too. I got to turn it over to people that really do all the job. I know it comes all the credit to myself, but I need to introduce our staff members, the people that all have a tremendous influence on our student athletes, which is my staff. Danny Barrett, he's been here with me for 3 years. If you can hold your applause, I'm going to name them all, and so we can give them all a round of applause at the end of it. I appreciate it. Lee Chambers there, he coaches our running backs. He's been with me now for 3 years. His wife, Fran. We got Joe Daly. He is our tight ends coach. His first year as a full-time coach. Mike Digman's a graduate assistant, helps on the offensive side his first year. Gerard Dodson, he's our first year here. He's our cornerbacks coach, assists us with our special teams. We have Bill Lund Nunez. He's our GA on the defensive side, and his wife there, Katie. I have Brian Munson's been with me for 4 years here, and his wife, Carrie. He coaches our defensive line. We have Fred Reed, our defensive coordinator. He's been here our second year and coaches our safeties. We have Aaron Stam. He's our offensive line coach. He's been with me now for 4 years. Juan Taylor, our receivers coach and recruiting coordinator, has been here for 4 years. Your wife, Betsy, she's here, yes. Also, Robert Wimberly is our linebackers coach, been here 1 year, and his wife, Tracy. Then our support staff, Mike Bacallo. He helps out the graduate intern there for us with the academic. Courtney Bell, I believe she's here. Is that right, Courtney? Yeah, Courtney's here. Helps out in the academic advisor, our learning specialist for us. Paul Batar is our director of football operations, and his wife, Beth. We have Dave Borsick. He's our stadium equipment manager. Paul Childress is our sports performance director with this football. Rashidi Green, our academic advisor. I believe he has his wife here, Renee. Nate Harvey is our assistant sports performance director there. Tom Hessel's out with the video equipment. And we got our man Ed here. Appreciate I can't announce your last name, so I won't even mess with that, Ed. He helps us out in the video department. Nick Moyers there, our head football trainer. Julie O'Neill is our administrative assistant for the head football coach, and her husband, Dave. Have Lauren Pachano. She's an administrative assistant for recruiting. Scott Pilkey helps us out in our high school relations. Megan Prunty is assistant stadium equipment manager. Matt Werder is our video coordinator. So if you can give them all a round of applause. Those are all the people that do all the work there for me. Then the last thing is really, as Gord already mentioned about my wife. Unfortunately, my wife is not here, able to be here today. And again, I want to give her recognition and thank her for allowing, really, I say us, it's really our family, to have an opportunity to be an influence here in the great city of Buffalo. And that's what we're here to do. And I appreciate her, what she always does, and gives me the support. And so I really want to thank her. Well, last year I started my speak about Buffalo is full of unexpected. 4 years ago, I had never heard of the University of Buffalo. Then a few months later, I realized it was a great opportunity, and I accepted the head coaching position. 3 years ago in October, my in-laws visited us in the middle of the month in order to avoid the bad snowstorms that would hit during the winter months. They ended up sitting in our house for a week with no power on, as we know, into the October storm. 2 years ago, at the beginning of the season, the media voted us at the bottom of the Eastern Division. We ended up being the Eastern Division co-champions. This past year, we rewrote the UB record books, gave fans and alumni some exciting moments along the way. I'll start with the catch, which gave us not only a win against Temple, but also a spot in the Pontiac game-changing performance Final Four, voted on by the fans across the country. That is you out there. Next was the win in overtime against Army, which began the turning point of the season. The Akron game showed that we could not only persevere through one overtime, but that we can persevere through 4. A friend of mine called me the day after the game, and he joked with me that I needed to quit making my players play another quarter of football at the end of our games. Bowling Green showed our players, our coaches, and our fans that when you are 3 touchdowns down with less than a quarter to play, if you believe, you can still come out on top. The MAC championship game showed how defense wins football games. 2 great fumbles helped bring home the trophy. I would like to note here that our defense was the #1 in the nation in fumbles recovered. Again, #1 in the nation. We had 25 recovered fumbles. And our first bowl game brought about many memories for two teams, the 2008 UB football team and the 1958 UB football team, as well as over 25,000 plus fans and alumni across the nation united during last season.